Hi, welcome to another video on my walking robot Mirft2. Last time I fixed a kind of instability and flexibility by turning over the L parts. However, what happens now is that this is still rather flexible on both sides, while this part is quite rigid but extending here. So what I want to do is extending this a little bit and trying to get it fixed to the lower part and see if that increases rigidness of this lower frame. First, let's see how the robot behaves, and once again I use my Android tablet for it. So I just run it and see what happens. And you already hear the gears going, so that is still a problem, but the movement is there. And when I turn it around, it may become obvious that this is something that is way too, well, maybe not way too flexible, but flexible enough to get some worries. There behind, kind of the same story. So most important part right now is that all the gears are in line, and this part is a little bit worrisome, but let's take a look from behind, or at front. No, it's behind. And you can see that they are not exactly equal. This is fitting a finger, and this clearly is not fitting a finger. So there needs something to be done about it. One of the things that I will try to use is fixing these little L part stuff in here, fixing it with this and to here, so hopefully that will improve things. But the first thing is to look why this is higher than this part. That is one thing. Now everything fits. Let's tilt it a little bit. And this seems not quite the same. You can see here it's a little bit lower than there. And that explains it. Now it's equal, but that means also that it is probably too flexible, and I'm not quite sure how to solve that. But let's first extend it here and fix this part. So with two extension parts here, the original part length 30 is a little bit too short. The first length after that is 42.4, so let's do that, and that hopefully fits. And that is a little bit of a problem. It doesn't quite. Okay. And that goes better. So let's try the other end. The other side. Also 42.4. And this part isn't quite horizontal, but if I look here, it has equal height. So this may be a little bit optional resolution. And I see why. This is better, so I may have to strengthen this part. Let's see if we have a part for that. If this totally fits, it looks like it does. This way they shouldn't slide out. So with that, quite some flexibility should be lost, as is the intention. And after that, this part should be done as well, obviously. But then again, this may be too flexible yet, but we'll see how that ends up. With a USB cable in the way. This is one. And this is of course a little bit of a problem, the power cable, but I don't want to run on the battery all the time. So with that, things should be more rigid. I'll fix the rest off cam. All sides done now, and you may notice that on this part there is no connecting piece, but this is because this is one piece. So everything is connected and at the same distance as it will be and will stay, hopefully. I now also connected the battery, so it's no longer running DC power or via the net adapter, I mean. So let's see how this runs. Will it be as flexible or won't it? Less rattling so far. Oops. Okay, let's do that one more time. See how the legs form, and I'll lift it for a little bit, because so far there is no resistance, it just scraps on the floor. And here you see it's getting loose already. Okay, without hands then. Was that due to my actions, or? That was due to my actions. I should not put my hand here. However, this is way too easy, and unfortunately this has a problem, maybe solvable by this, that there is no yes, this should be okay. Try again. And turning it around, see how that behaves. Ouch! Okay, this is no use, but this has a problem here. Completely out of line, which is, needless to say, a problem. And this way you can see it quite clearly. This has to be fixed. Okay. Let's see again. Can it do it without hand supporting? No, it cannot. So although the movement is a lot better, this is a problem. It cannot do without manual support, but then this is a weak point. And the gears should be certainly be taken care of. I don't want the rattling in it. So let's focus on that a little bit more. Taking a more detailed look at the gears, then it is noticeable that the lower gears, anyway this side, is much more in line than the other side. And that of course is giving trouble, because when gears are not completely in line they tend to rattle, which is the case now. So they're all at the same kind of pins, so the problem has to be more in there, and now I have to try to reach there, which is hardly doable. But of course this one has to be pushed in, and there is a clamp that, and let me take a screwdriver for that, has to be pushed back. This one as well, and this one as well. And then I can only hope, see, that's another point, that they stick around. This is mostly in line, this can't do anything but be in line since it is a metal axis. The problems with these gears stay there, because this is the only way I can fix these gears with such with this one. So that will be a problem. I have yet to find out a way to fix that. A way maybe to put something on this side, but then I would have to replace these axes, and I don't feel like it, because I don't have metal axes that are that have the same length. So I'll keep it that way. And with these pieces fixed for now, let's run it again, see if there's any improvement. Okay. Question is now, how do I get some rubber pieces under these feet, under these legs, that they actually get some friction on the surface. And that will be a problem, because as far as I know, fischertechnik has no such parts, or not that I know at least. So I'll have to fix something with that. I'll have to look at it. For a walking test with rubber, I am taking a broken tire of fischertechnik. They shouldn't break, but well, as you can see, it broke, and quite flatly. So I'm putting this one under this leg, and see what happens. Needless to say, this has no friction at all. So I'm taking a correct rubber tire. I'm not going to break it. I'm just trying to push it here to cause some friction. And let's see what happens. If anything. Let's run it again. I don't hear anything, so that's not good. Trying again. That may be a solution, to put it just flat under. On the other hand, another point is of course that it gets lifted, because you can see here that it has turned. So let's just see what happens with some tires around here. So far nothing happens. I don't hear anything, but the program is running. Display says online, so I'm not sure what is happening now. Let me... nothing is happening. This is quite odd. Like the program hangs somehow. And experience learns that I should not break it off, because now you can see it is still running and while doing nothing. Ctrl C in this case is not a good idea. So I need a way to cancel this. Let me use another computer to do this. And of course I will have to find okay, this is not going as expected. I forgot the password. So for now I can't even interrupt it. So the problem right now is that, let's see if another computer makes a difference. No. So with some mysterious action here, there is a problem. stopping it, because as you can see it is still active online, doing nothing. I have no idea. Although you saw that it does move somehow, and with the legs up and down, there's no saying that it will stay in place or will actually walk. So that is for another time. And so far, thank you for watching. To summarize, I added a stabilization, fixed some gears, it runs on battery, and this start of this walking experiment. Who knows what brings next time? To be continued.